Work. Now the headlines are $150 to $200 a barrel because your inside oil company execs are running in the same group as the head of Shell and others, now saying the exact same thing because they're covering a blueprint.
No one could have ever possibly have known this without them telling it to you. I could not have guessed this even if I had tried. There's no way that a little insignificant guy sitting down here could possibly have ever conjured all of this up and been right every single time for 35 years. Now, this morning in Europe, gasoline, right now, while we're speaking on the air, gasoline is $8.32 a liter because Libya cut off 1.6 million barrels of oil. It caused the price of gasoline to go up everywhere across Europe. Folks, you are going to see the identical same thing happen in the United States of America. And remember, that was $8.32 a liter. In the United States of America, you're going to see $4 and $5 and maybe even $6 a gallon. Goldman Sachs warned all of their investors on yesterday. You can go look this up for yourself. And they said there is a day of rage scheduled by the Muslim Brotherhood this weekend. Now, I am not saying, I'm Lindsey Williams. I am not saying it's going to be successful. It may take a number of tries before they succeed in what they're going to do. But Goldman Sachs said the Muslim Brotherhood has scheduled a day of rage this weekend if they succeed. That's exactly what Goldman warned the people who play the future.
Well, that's what you were saying 3 weeks ago, Lindsey, 3 weeks ago, you were the first to say, day of rage, this is going to be the trigger. I've been told Saudi Arabia is going to be cut off as well. I mean, you've been right on target.
Why the day of rage? How did I know it? I knew it because they're doing it. The elite of the world are financing the Muslim Brotherhood to do what happened in Egypt, what's happened in Libya, what is going to happen in Saudi Arabia. It's financed by the elite themselves and the Muslim Brotherhood. Day of rage, and Goldman Sachs says if they succeed this weekend, that I'm not saying this is going to happen now. I was not told by the elite that this will happen. I'm talking about Goldman Sachs said it to their investors yesterday that if the Muslim Brotherhood succeed this weekend with their day of rage, that by Monday morning we could have over $200 a barrel oil. You could see gasoline at the gas pump $6 to $7 a gallon. Now, I didn't say that. I did not say the elite told me that. And don't you dare misquote me. All of you have misquoted me enough out there on the Internet, and I'm getting sick of it. I want you to quote what these people told me. They told me...
Lindsey, they've got... Hold on, Lindsey. There's no reason to even respond. It's COINTELPRO. It's people living in their mother's basements that pick up the COINTELPRO. You could give them geese that lay golden eggs and they'd slit your throat. Ignore the COINTELPRO. Your record of accuracy is there and is strong. And they're still saying there's no world government. They're still saying there's no sodium fluoride in the water. They're still saying there's no dollar devaluation. They're still saying TSA doesn't put their hands down our pants. They're still saying that the federal government isn't out of control. They're still saying all of this, so who cares? Those that are going to listen are going to listen. Those that want to eat Hot Pockets in their mom's basement, let them.
Forget everything you've been told about long-term food storage. When the collapse happens, you'll need the single most effective way to get high-powered Delta Force nutrients to your family fast. Like any Special Forces commando, you need a plan. You need a Black Hawk Down food plan. Introducing the Survival Sprout Bank from Solutions from Science. It's your countertop survival garden. Yes, grow fresh greens right on your countertop in just a few short days. Sprouts are the green shoots that emerge from newly germinated seeds, and they are powerhouses of living, easily absorbed nutrients. The Survival Sprout Bank is a complete kit with nothing else to buy. And with sprouts so easy to grow, even children can grow emergency food. Call 877-327-0365 or go to survivalsproutbank.com. That's 877-327-0365 or order online at survivalsproutbank.com. Survival Sprout Bank, your Black Hawk Down emergency food plan.
Going solar for cheap is as easy as 1, 2, 3. If you want to go solar but thought the setup costs were too high, now you can build your own solar panels for less than $200. Don't laugh. We've sold over 45,000 solar do-it-yourself kits. Watch our introduction video at 123cheapsolarvideo.com. The video is free, but it won't last long. Save money on electric bills and get off the grid. Go to 123cheapsolarvideo.com right now. Our website again is 123cheapsolarvideo.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
If you suffer from poor sleep, you need MyPillow. Guaranteed to be the most comfortable pillow you will ever own. Using a patented fill, MyPillow adjusts to your exact individual needs by gently supporting your head, shoulders, and neck. MyPillow has a natural built-in cooling effect, keeping your cervical nerves cool, giving you the best sleep of your life. MyPillow will never go flat and relieves snoring, migraines, sleep apnea, fibromyalgia, and many other disorders. It's antimicrobial, non-allergenic, dust mite resistant, and best of all, machine washable and dryable. MyPillow is made in the USA, has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau, comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee and an industry-leading 10-year warranty. Order today at MyPillow.com or call 952-442-6199. That's 952-442-6199. Mention coupon code GCN and receive 20% off your order. What do you have to lose except poor sleep? MyPillow.com, the most comfortable pillow you will ever own, guaranteed.
Took it away.
Oh, hey, Lindsay, sorry we hit that break, but I've analyzed all the things that Mr. Fromm and the other guy told you, and they've all come true except for one of them. And when you got one of these old guys, some of it's going to be speculation, like they won't fix that oil leak, it's under too much pressure. Well, they did fix most of it. It's still leaking today out of fractures. But I mean, you know, nobody's infallible. But, I mean, if people don't like what you're saying and, you know, telling them when you've been right about 95% of the time, then they don't need to listen. So that's why I say don't spend time on that, Lindsay. Let's go to phone calls while we've got you here today, and we appreciate you joining us. Larry in Iowa, then Mike, Joe, Michael, and others. Larry, you're on the air with Lindsay Williams with a question or comment.
V for victory, and we are the resistance. Nice to talk to you guys. I got a proposal about nationalizing our domestic oil, and you'd have to do that in conjunction probably with abolishing the Fed and getting a panel of patriot economists to govern that. But I haven't really heard that talked about much.
Comments, Lindsay?
Yes. How do you default, or how do they, the elite, do they default on the national debt graciously and have an excuse for doing it? I think this is basically what our caller is talking about. This will happen. And the only way in the world for those T-bills and Federal Reserve issues to basically default, they'll never pay off the national debt. They know that. the interest on the national debt can't be paid anymore because countries are not coming in and buying the Federal Reserve issues. How do they default on this and get out of it graciously? Only one way. Conflict in the Middle East, take crude oil prices so high, the American economy continued to disintegrate till the American dollar becomes almost worthless, and you take a wheelbarrow load to the grocery store to get a loaf of bread. At that point, it will be very easy to default on the national debt of $14 trillion. The T-bills that China, all the oil-producing countries of the world have bought over these years since Mr. Kissinger made the deal with them. At that point, they are both bankrupt overnight, and they realize that they have been double-crossed. It is a glorious way of getting out from under the national debt graciously.
All right. Thank you so much, Larry. Let's talk to Mike in North Carolina. You're on the air, Mike.
Hey, Alex and Pastor Williams. How's everybody today?
Good.
Good. Pastor Williams, as a God-fearing man, I'm sure you are, where's the religion aspect in all of this? I mean, if people aren't awake to what's really going on in the world, they're dumber than a box of rocks. And unfortunately, with God, if you Book of Revelation clearly
Well,
states,
a lot of people claim they speak for God, and so you got all these denominations controlled by the World Council of Churches and the clergy response teams run by the FEMA and the federal government telling people to love tyranny. So the church is absent in America. The real church helped found this country, and now the counterfeit church is helping kill this country. I appreciate your call, Mike. Any comments on that, Lindsay?
The devil's Messiah. You remember I gave this on your program back, about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, that's their term for taking over the church.
Yeah, every bit of it fits in because they had to destroy the God that made America great in order to be able to bring about the new world order. And you must understand what they're talking about when they say the devil's Messiah. Now, yes, I'm very upset with the ministers of America today also, but I'm also the American people. It's so sad. All down through history, man has worshipped something I have never seen, and I'm a history student. I minored in history in college. I have never seen a time when human beings seem to have no God consciousness as much as they do today. It is very disturbing to me because if ever people should be turning to
they're empty. I mean, they're empty. They're not tuned into things. They're just kind of like bestial zombies running around gibbering like demons.
Yeah, all down through history, they've worshipped something. If it wasn't anything but a stick or a stone or the sun or the moon, they worshipped something. But today, people seem to have no God consciousness of worshiping anything, and it's appalling at the very time they should be turning to Him for answers, Alex.
Very well said, Lindsay Williams. Let's cram in one more long segment coming up. Joe in Florida, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, how are you, Alex? How are you, Lindsay?
We're good.
Hi, Joe.
All right, big fan of both of you guys. Thank you for taking my call. I just have a question for people on fixed incomes. Okay, I noticed you had a call from somebody who was disabled at a young age the other day, but if you wanted to invest principal and needed to hedge, to protect your principal against the devaluation of the dollar, but needed some type of dividends from your principal, because you didn't count on your SSI in the future, what would be a safe investment?
Okay, we'll try to answer that on the other side. Going into a meltdown like this, there's no silver bullet, but I'll give you my view. We'll get Pastor Lindsay Williams' view. Thank you, Joe. Then we'll talk to Joe in Pennsylvania, Michael, John, Jack, and others. Stay with us.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. Diamond Gusset is proud to announce the anthem of the Patriot movement. They're offering a free CD, T-shirt, and bumper sticker with a qualifying purchase. Diamond Gusset offers great products at great prices.